Welcome to Robert's Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. The biggest party of the summer, WWE SummerSlam. Biggest party of the summer is a joke tagline for the shit that we've seen on SummerSlam tonight. We had 13 matches, 3 in the pre-show, 10 on the main show. We're going to run them down. WWE needs to be disappointed in what happened in this show. Bar none. First match of the pre-show, we had 6-man tag action. We had Jason Jordan team up with Matt and Jeff Hardy versus The Miz and The Miztourage. The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel. For some reason, there's been a feud between Jason Jordan and The Miztourage, and the Hardys somehow got involved. What WWE should do with this is get people such as, you could probably go and get him, Shelton Benjamin, Charlie Haas, or people like that. Go with Jason Jordan, kind of like the, world's greatest tag team as with Kurt Angle, and make it kind of a 3-way faction with Jason Jordan and 2 guys. Just, you're going to run Jason Jordan's Kurt Angle's son, just completely do it all from the beginning. Or like in TNA, the Angle Alliance type of gang. Bring up a young tag team, or bring up some young guys from NXT or whatever, and put with Jason Jordan, kind of like a faction, kind of like the Mr. Ross type of deal, and then feud it. You need to let Jason Jordan win the Intercontinental title. This malarkey here, having the Miz pin Jason Jordan and Mr. Ross winning, there was no point. 11-minute match. I have more. What I'm seeing from WWE is in 2017, people want things now. They want their media now, social media. They want this, that, and the other. They don't have time to sit down and watch a long, drawn-out feud, a long, drawn-out match. We had more than 11 to 12 minutes for a match. That's what most matches are these days. The Miztourage winning 11 minutes. I give it 2.25 stars. Next, we had the Cruiserweight title on the line. We had champion Akira Tozawa versus Neville. Akira Tozawa winning on Monday Night Raw versus Neville in the Cruiserweight title match, and then the celebration on 205 Live. Here again, titles are pieces of candy. WWE. Neville wins the title from Tozawa on SummerSlam. 12-minute match. Again, 11, 12-minute match is all we have. I give it 2.75 stars. It could have been better. You have Tozawa going for the senton. Neville pulls his knees up, knees him in the middle of the back, and really kind of hit his back a little bit. Neville does the red arrow on Neville and on Tozawa. 1, 2, 3. It's like, what was the point in having Neville win on Raw? Just to flip the title again. No sense here. Neville winning the Cruiserweight title, which is a prelude to the rest of the night on title changes. The third and final pre-show match, we had these SmackDown tag titles on the line. We had champion New Day versus Usos in an Uso Penitentiary. This was probably the match of the night, by far. Great match. New Day getting involved, having their big guys out there, Big E and Xavier Woods, Kofi on the outside. And just standard, stuff. They actually gave this match some time. Gave it 19 minutes. One of the longest matches on the card. Jey Uso ended up getting a pin on Xavier Woods. A lot of false finishes toward the end. So you kind of had no idea where it was going. To me, it got the crowd hot. It kind of like, okay, this is a good, good match. The previous 2 matches weren't horrible. Okay, we got something good here. I give it 4 stars. Jey Uso getting the pinfall victory over Xavier Woods. Again, kind of flipping the title pretty quick here on New Day, but whatever, So I'm cool with the Usos winning the tag titles back. I'm like, okay, good start for the show. First match on the show, John Cena versus Baron Corbin. When do you see John Cena at 6 o'clock at night on a network special? 10 minutes all he gave this thing. Nothing special. I give it 2.75 stars. John Cena getting the victory over Corbin. So you wasted your money in the bank from last month, pretty much. You just threw it away. Why have him cash in on a SmackDown and lose? Save it for the SummerSlam. Or don't do it at all, just hold on to it. Why did you have him win it then? Just a waste. Waste. Next match on the show, we had SmackDown Women's title on the line. We had champion Naomi defending her title versus Natalya. We had Natalya beating, won that number one contender match on SmackDown. Surprisingly, Natalya gets the win by submission over Naomi and becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. First time since 2011 Natalya's held the title. They showed Carmella backstage watching it with the briefcase. She never appeared, never came out, nothing. 11 minutes, another one of those 11, 12-minute matches. I give it 2 3/4 star. It was alright, it wasn't horrible. Natty can wrestle a little bit. Naomi just needs to go away. Next match we had the Enzo Amore in a shark cage above the ring. Big Kaz versus Big Show. It got weird at one point. Enzo Amore in a shark cage above the ring, and it got weird. Weirder than that. Enzo Amore takes his shorts off, his wrestling shorts off. Has like boxer shorts on. You're like, what is he doing? He pulls this bottle out and starts just spraying himself. It's like lube of some sort. He lubes himself up in the shark cage above the ring. Squeezes this skinny ass through the cage. And then decides to jump down on Big Kaz. Didn't end well. He knocked himself out basically when he fell with Kaz, and Kaz like power slammed him or something. But it was like, are you serious right now? Do we really see this? Supposedly there's some heat backstage on Enzo. People are annoyed with him. Supposedly he got kicked off some bus by Roman Reigns because he pissed off people. He's getting the mistreatment. He doesn't get to change in the locker room with everyone else. I don't know how true any of that is. That's what I heard. So, yeah. Supposedly he wants to go 205 Live, which he needs to. I think he needs to go back to NXT and get a rework on a singles gimmick and then bring it back up. But yeah, Big Kaz winning the Big Kaz versus Big Show match. Next we had Randy Orton versus Rusev. As random as this match was booked, Rusev coming out, I want a SummerSlam opponent. Randy Orton comes out. That's how bad this match was. Really. It was like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Seriously. Orton comes out, Rusev comes out and attacks him. Orton gets up in the corner, they ring the bell. Really sick RKO, 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. That was it, seriously. Yeah, I didn't even rank it. Whatever. Next we had the Raw Women's title on the line. Champion Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Before this match, we had a sick No Mercy promo with Alexa Bliss and just a lot of like Bliss people with weird things on their faces advertising No Mercy, which is September 24th, Raw exclusive network special. There will be a Road 2 that coming up, the best of No Mercy, here on our sports show. Again, just one of those Raw type matches, kind of nothing special. I give it 2 3/4 star. 13-minute long. Sasha Banks, your new Raw Women's Champion. Which I get it. You know, when Bayley comes back, you got best friend Bayley versus best friend Sasha. Best friend versus best friend. But it's like, okay. I mean, every title at this point has changed hands. The Cruiserweight title. The SmackDown Women's title. Or SmackDown Women's title. Yeah, the SmackDown Tag titles. Now the Raw Women's title. All changed hands at this point. It's like, oh my god. Next we had Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. Nice sick video package from what's been going on with the feud. Bray Wyatt dumping the, what do they call it? Acidic liquid on Finn Balor. They didn't call it blood, they call it acidic liquid. Yeah. And then Balor saying, you want a demon? I'll bring my demon back or whatever. My demon will come out. Obviously, when Finn Balor came out, like he used to in NXT on the network specials, takeovers, the demon Finn Balor came out. Very sick entrance. Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. 11-minute match. I think the entrances took longer, but it was good. Again, like I said before, nobody gets over on Bray Wyatt. Finn Balor getting the victory. Sorry, Bray Wyatt don't get over on no one. Everyone gets over on Bray Wyatt. Finn Balor getting the victory at the Raw match where Wyatt got the victory. So I guess they have another match with some gimmick on it. It's 11 minutes long. I give it 3 stars. Wasn't horrible. Pretty decent. Next, we had the Raw Tag Titles on the line. We had champion Cesaro and Sheamus versus Shield 2.0, Seth Rollins and Ambrose. Like I said in the preview, there's no way Rollins and Ambrose was losing this match. And that was right. The greatest part of this match was the crowd had a beach ball they were not knocking around. People were, cheering that. Cesaro goes into the crowd. Excuse me, gets the beach ball, brings it back out, and just shreds it outside of the ring and throws it on the ground. Why Cesaro and Sheamus are still together as a tag team, who knows? Who came up with the brilliant idea of putting Rollins and Ambrose back together? We're going to have Ambrose turn on Rollins in a few months. So Shield 2.0, new tag team champions. 19-minute long match. Pretty good match, I thought. 3.25 star. Could have been better, but had some spots in it. Next, we had the U.S. title line. Special guest referee Shane McMahon. Kevin Owens versus United States champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Shane was too much involved in this match. At some point, each of them hit Shane. At one point, Shane was pushing AJ Styles, getting in his face. You thought at one point when he did that, Owens did the quick roll up. You thought AJ was going to lose the title that way. Special referees, especially, are not supposed to be involved in the match, and Shane was. And message to Shane O'Mac, dude, hit the treadmill. Your cardio, you blew up in this match, dude. You're like bulked up. You look like freaking Brock Lesnar after a 5-minute match. Face was all red, like you're gonna have a heart attack out there. AJ Styles retained the United States title, which is great because AJ won it on a house show, lost it at Battleground, won it back on SmackDown, retained it here. We've had 6 different title runs in the last 120 days since Mania. So I give it 3.75 star. It was a good old match. One of the better matches on the card next to the SmackDown Tag Titles. Next, we had the WWE title. We had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Yeah, just because this damn tour of India coming up, Jinder Mahal retained the world title. Obviously, the Singh brothers getting involved like they always do. The finisher when Jinder Mahal went to hit his finisher, it looked like Nakamura jumped up too quick, and it looked just like dirt and fell. 12 minutes for your WWE title. I give it 2.5 star. Mahal retaining. Pretty much what I thought would happen. Next, we had the main event. We had the Universal title on the line in a fatal 4-way match. Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. If Lesnar loses, he leaves, so does Paul Heyman. So you really looked like they were going to lose. 22 minutes long, this sucker was. Just a big old clusterfuck of fudge. Couple of notable spots. At one point, Reigns speared Lesnar through the barrier. Lesnar and Strowman were fighting on the outside. Reigns with the spear on both. Strong move. Lesnar went through the barrier with Reigns. Strowman put everyone through a table. Lesnar went through 2 announce tables on the ringside. And then Strowman put Lesnar through 2 tables, and he went through the barrier. Then he ended up taking the announce table and picking it up and throwing it. The other announce table wasn't broken, throwing it on Strowman, on Lesnar. Lesnar was taken out on a stretcher. Somewhere through all this carnage, he had Strowman get cut open. He had acidic liquid coming out of his left ear, I believe it was. They take Lesnar to the back on the stretcher. 4 minutes later, he comes back out in the match. Hits an F5. Pins Roman Reigns, 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. So once again, the title reign of a part-time wrestler, Brock Lesnar, continues. So I will be very disappointed in WWE if they let Lesnar go wrestle UFC against John Jones while he's still Universal Champion. The next Raw exclusive pay-per-view network special is September 24th at No Mercy. Who knows who's going to be number one contender if the title's on the line. Just a very disappointing end to a disappointing show, your second biggest show of the year, and you give us just garbage. I mean, pretty much what it is. It was so bad that the Pulse Boys decided not to do a review of it, so not making my cameo return to the Promotion Pulse. So we'll see what happens. Takeover was much better. Check out the Takeover review. So, as always, thanks for watching Average Sports Show, and don't just have a great night. Have a spiffy night. Average Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.